most defining moment or moments of your life, General? It can be more than one, personal or professional.
What I would immediately think of, and it's kind of along the lines of what I was just describing to you.
Sure.
So I did get commissioned into the Army, and I became a brand new 2LT or second lieutenant in the Army,
Okay.
and went off to Ranger School in the Army. And Ranger School, if you're not familiar with it, it's about a 2-month school.
Okay.
The attrition rate for Ranger School is like north of 70%. So
pretty
very
intense, I
very
would
few
think.
folks make
Wow.
it through at least the first
Yeah.
iteration. Anyways, during phase 1 of Ranger School, I got hurt, and in the phase break between phases 1 and 2, one of the instructors noticed me hobbling around a little bit and pulled me over. They had a medic examine me, and I got dropped from the course. Because it was probably a right decision. You know, medically, physically, probably would have had some issues because we were about to go to a more stressful phase.
Sure.
So anyways, that was kind of a disappointment at that junction, and I was set up with an appointment to go ahead and meet a personnel officer in preparation to send me on to my next first assignment.
Okay.
But in the military, you know, you receive orders and you're
Sure.
sort of inclined to obey those orders. Well, I didn't show up to that appointment, which was a bad thing. Instead, I went to see the infantry school representative or liaison to Ranger School, explain to that person what had occurred, and he accepted it. He got me another slot into Ranger School. They sent me to what they called a gulag, which is a holdover for folks who've been injured or needed some time to recover, or just were between classes of Ranger School, and that was sufficient time for me to heal up again and start when the next Ranger class began. I was able to get into it, went all the way through it, graduated, obviously. But I think if I hadn't sort of disobeyed the order and gone or not gone to that appointment, instead having sought out what to me is what I really aspired to, becoming an Army Ranger, that it would have been a different direction altogether.
That's the Moxie thing. That's why you're on this program. You know, that's something that you can't always explain, but I see examples in people's lives that they share with us here, and that's one of them. You know, a lot of other people probably wouldn't have done that, you know, the appointment.